I did it again. Went and got microneedling and I am regretting it. Like, come on, y'all. What the heck is that?
I can't even fucking sleep. I'm like, my face hurts so fucking bad. And then I went and looked in the mirror and it's just so fucking disgusting.
Look at what microneedling did to my skin.
Story time on the reason why I will never go back to an esthetician. These are pictures of my face in December of 2022 and early January. This is it the next day. You could start seeing the needle marks on my face, literally where she drug that needle.
Microneedling is being called the ultimate skin rejuvenator. Celebrities swear by it. TikTok influencers show off their instant glow. And skincare clinics charge hundreds for this. But here's the question. Is it really the miracle it's made out to be? Or are there hidden risks no one talks about until it's too late? Today we're going to be looking at the untold truths. Now, just in case you do not know exactly what microneedling is, microneedling is also known as collagen induction therapy. Now, this uses tiny needles to puncture the skin, triggering your body's healing process. Now, what's the idea, you may ask? So the idea is basically to damage your skin slightly, and in return, your body boosts collagen production, reducing fine lines, fade scars, and improves texture. Now, this sounds amazing, right? But I mean, just because it works for some people doesn't mean it's safe for everyone. We're going to be looking at that in this video, guys. People have come out to let us know their regrets about going into microneedling and how their skin has never been the same again in terms of being worse. Now, without wasting too much time, let's get right into this video.
I can't even fucking sleep. I'm like, my face hurts so fucking bad. And then I went and looked in the mirror and it's just so fucking disgusting. Like, I can't imagine this healing up well. It's just swollen. None of this looks right.
I think she's right about one thing. None of it looks right. I don't think microneedling is supposed to leave your face looking like that. And she looks like she's in a whole lot of pain, guys.
Look at what microneedling did to my skin.
Oh,
You guys, like, like you can see this part is literally burned. This is literally burned. The esthetician says she used 1.5 mm needles on this side, and I only had hyperpigmentation left on this side of my face.
For reference, this is what my skin looked like one day before the treatment.
I just decided, oh, I want to, start this process because my birthday is in a month's time and I need my face to be birthday ready. This is day 3 after the procedure. No chemicals at all. We only did PRP. Is it? No, PDRN? PRDN? PDR. I'm staying hopeful that this is gonna clear up before my birthday. So please pray for me. Pray for me, pray for me.
so her skin is burnt and there was no chemicals involved. Guys, this is scary. So how did this even happen? It looks really bad, but she did make a part 2. So let's get right into that.
Look at what microneedling did to my skin.
Just a quick update on how my skin went from this to this with microneedling. This is 2 days after the first video you just saw. This day was so hard. I cried all day because of this. As you can see, it's peeling more and more and the hypopigmentation is still there.
I've been using La Roche-Posay to restore my skin, so kind of over this, if you can tell. I'm over this. For a second, if you ignore the big elephant in the room, the texture of the skin though. But yeah, this is me after applying La Roche-Posay Cicaplast Balm. you need that in your life. Like, I always keep one on me, and sometimes I just use it randomly because it helps with your moisture barrier. I'm such a skincare junkie that I knew all the steps to take low-key. I hate it, but like, I have experience, so I'm not as bothered as I would have been.
So she looks like she's okay, she's got it covered. I mean, good for her. But then there's some people that may experience something like this and wouldn't know what exactly to do, and they'll just freak out. Now, this is the thing. Social media loves microneedling, yes. Influencers will show you glowing, poreless skin, but skip the parts where your face looks like it lost a fight for 3 days. I mean, guys, they rarely mention your skin can get burned, your skin can get swollen, you can get infection if not done properly. They rarely mention most of these risks associated with it and just show you the glammed total look.
So I did the vampire facial, the microneedling with PRP, and I don't think it went well. So I'm currently wearing this mask because my skin is so messed up. I'm on day 2, but let me show you what happened. Here I am all numbed up at the office, complete numbing cream. This is actually after the procedure with the blood all over my face. I didn't record the procedure because I was laying down. I went home from the office and this is my face at night. It looks smooth, just a little bit of dry blood. You can't wash it till the next morning. It kind of stunk. It was kind of dry, a little gross. The next morning I washed my face and it was rather red. The worst part was my forehead and above my lip. It got worse and worse. As the day went on, I just felt like a teenager with acne. Major acne breakout. I don't think this is normal. This is my face before the procedure.
Honestly, guys, while I was watching this, I was just worried. Ladies, we really go through a lot. Now, this is not just for ladies alone. Even men are getting it done. I mean, take, for example, this guy. He loves it.
The day is over and it's been 6 hours since I got my acne scar treatment. Y'all, when I tell you I was not ready to wash this off because it already felt super tight, super swollen. And as you can see, I was hyping myself up. Yep, I was hyping myself up because I knew this was not going to be an easy thing to do. The best way I can describe how my skin felt in this moment is, you know, when you burn yourself? Yeah, when you burn yourself cooking or with a flat iron, well, imagine that all over your face. I was going through it. Thankfully, once I put some cold water on after the cleanser, my face not only felt a lot better, but it looked a lot better. Definitely very much intense sunburn vibes. Now, I've had this treatment before, so I know how this goes, but still, every single time I go through it. Now, this stuff right here is the best thing ever. It's like liquid gold. It's a snail serum with growth factor that helps the skin recover right after that super intense treatment. Whenever I do any treatment, I always tell myself, why do you do these things? But then I remember pain is temporary and beauty is forever. And like I said, this is not my first time doing this treatment. And I know once I recover, the results are amazing.
I like that he asks himself why he even, go ahead with this kind of treatment. But then he said something that took me off. Pain is temporary and beauty is permanent. Or beauty is forever, something like that. Huh? I'm not trying to judge anybody, but like the way he describes the pain, and then people would know of this kind of torture and still go ahead with the process. You guys must have some high pain tolerance.
This lady received microneedling done to her skin. Of course, in order to have a healthier, beautiful skin, she decided she wants to try microneedling, and she got a 2nd-degree burn on her skin that damaged her epidermis and first layers of dermis, which is quite serious. Many of you guys asked me to comment on the situation. I just want to read what happened. Melanie Nielsen paid 75 pounds, this is in UK, for microneedling session to treat her acne scars and be confident without makeup. This is where she gets her chemical peels done, and her first microneedling session was great, but on her second session, the practitioner with only 2 days of training, went over and the same area so many times, causing her to bleed. Then it was wiped with unknown substance, after which gave a stinging, burning feeling. Her cheek became swollen, purple, and weeping. The next day, it was rushed to the emergency room. Doctors confirmed it was second-degree burn. Mind you, you will never get burn from microneedling, especially second degree. And they agree it was chemical burn. She endured weeks of itching, swelling, and got a huge texture scar. We can tell in the picture. The clinic allegedly ignored her messages initially and later blamed Melia for the burn, suggesting it might have been due to other products, but she said she only used products recommended by the clinic. They still didn't take responsibility. So, that's what's happening with microneedling. You guys have to know where you're going, what tool is being used on your skin, and what they're applying after, or what they actually recommending you to use after. I will never go to a place where esthetician have only 2-day training. You might have a person that cuts your lawn, your grass, that has only 2 days of experience. You never want to give your face to someone that has only 2 days of experience. And I'm talking being myself esthetician, but I've been esthetician right now for 15 years actually. So know where you're going, read Google reviews, always ask how long does esthetician have experience. Make sure you read something, basics, foundational knowledge. You have foundational knowledge about microneedling. Now, I don't know if the damage was done by actual microneedling, maybe that esthetician went over like 200 times over the same place. It will be stupid to think that esthetician that have a license will do that, but things happen in this weird world, right? Or maybe she used something that she is not supposed to use. People that don't know microneedling, mind me, in microneedling, in esthetician school, they don't teach you microneedling. This is separate course that you have to take or read books. Actually, I read a lot of books on microneedling. I'm an esthetician. I graduated esthetician school, and we did not have a classes on microneedling. So she got this knowledge from who knows where. If you go to esthetician, ask like, where is your knowledge coming from? Ask that. That is totally normal question to ask, because if somebody asks me, I wouldn't be offended. I will say this and this and this and this book, this and this and this course, and I will name the doctors, dermatologists that actually trained me. Like, for example, I have estheticians, I have doctors, I have a dermatologist, and I do have one plastic surgeon that was training me on microneedling. You want to know, you want to have a knowledge of needles. That is very, very important. So my just comment on that, I don't know what happened. I will assume that clinic used something after microneedling, some acidic product that they were not supposed to use. You can use acidic products maybe before, but not after. That's not okay. Light exfoliation in clinical settings, it's normal before microneedling, but that has to be done by really experienced and professional. So, will she has this scar permanently? I don't think so. She can still do microneedling with a professional in a professional setting with the small needles like 0.5, 0.75 once every 3 months. Yeah, it's going to be long run. Maybe she can do a laser. CO2 probably will help her. Definitely I don't think personally that she's going to have a scar. She's a young lady. My suggestion, guys, please read reviews where you're going, ask questions clinic, and ask questions of esthetician. And even if you're already on the table in the esthetician office and you kind of feel you have a doubt if this person is right to touch my face, please leave.
Basically, just follow your intuition. Now, here's the thing. Microneedling isn't for everyone. If you have eczema, psoriasis, active acne, or a history of keloids, this treatment could do more harm than good for you. And even if you are the perfect candidate, you should know what's at stake before going under the needle.
On a microneedling update, it messed up my skin because it was not done correctly. I was waiting to make an update, hoping that there would be some sort of improvement. There is not. This is the state of my skin. And I'm pretty furious. Honestly, I'm pretty furious. This is a regimen that my doctor has had me on, and I've already done the peel. So, peel's already happened. And my skin is such a disaster that I think I'm probably going to have to go on Accutane in order to fix it. I don't know if this is a skin barrier issue or what, but I'll be seeing my dermatologist next week. Yeah, furious doesn't even begin to cut it because I just couldn't wait to be a high maintenance but low maintenance girly that does not need to wear makeup. This is just not it. It's not it. And it needs to be rectified, like, expeditiously. I'm not happy.
I feel so bad for some of these people that got it wrong because they went in to get this procedure thinking they'll get better skin, and now they're living with something they didn't plan to have, right? Thereby making them spend more money to rectify something that they could have avoided.
This is my Morpheus nightmare and why I don't recommend it to anybody. So just a little background, I'm in the aesthetics industry and I constantly was having clients coming in and asking me about Morpheus. So I don't know why. I was like, whatever, I'll just try it. Long story short, that was probably one of the worst decisions of my life, and I will explain to you why and show you photos. So, photo number 1. This was 2 weeks after getting Morpheus done. I kept contacting the med clinic and they kept saying, it's normal, it'll go away, give it another week. Long story short, another week went by, another 2 weeks, another 3 weeks, another 4 weeks, and my skin did not get any better. Okay, so this was about a month and a half after getting Morpheus. You can see I still have all of the redness, still have the grid marks in the scarring around my mouth, and at this point I was completely freaking out. So I reached out to the med spa again, and they said I was just very sensitive and that it would just take longer to heal. So this was my skin about 4.5 months after getting Morpheus. Again, I only got one treatment done because that was enough for me to ruin my skin. So these are photos that a doctor took of me about 5 or 6 months after having Morpheus. I was fed up. I was like, I have to do something about this. And you can see in the photo, like the stretched pores, you can see all the pigmentation, all the broken capillaries, all the scarring. It was awful. So the med spa literally refused to give me my money back or even attempt to help me fix my skin. So it cost me literally thousands of dollars to try and correct this. And unfortunately, 2 years later, I'm still dealing with the consequences of getting this done.
Now that's the really scary part there. 2 years later, and she's still dealing with this. Now she's not only dealing with this emotionally, she's also dealing with this financially.
Story time on the reason why I will never go back to an esthetician. These are pictures of my face in December of 2022 and early January. Now on this day, I'm in the lobby of my esthetician's building, and I'm heading up to go get a chemical peel. Now, while I'm getting the chemical peel, I've been going to her for about 2 years at this point, and it was working. I was almost done. I only had little marks, and I just wanted my face to be completely bare. So I was going for a chemical peel, and in the middle of the chemical peel, she said, "Oh, I'm gonna do a little microneedling on your cheeks." Now I kind of was like, oh, wait, because you told me if I get microneedling that I would have to stay inside, and I knew I wasn't going to be staying inside. Like, it was a lot of precautions I had to take, and I literally was going to work right after this. So she finishes, and then I get in the car and I take this picture because I'm like, it doesn't usually look like this after a chemical peel. It literally looks like a little froth, but never these dark marks on my cheeks. So I sent her pictures and I'm like, is it supposed to look like this? And she's like, yeah, it's gonna peel and then it's gonna heal. She kept saying it's gonna turn white and then it's gonna heal. Now, I don't know. I wasn't thinking anything of it. I was just taking her for her word. We had a good working relationship prior to this. This is it the next day. You could start seeing the needle marks on my face, literally where she drug that needle across my face. I had to travel to and from school in this season of my life. This was earlier this year, and I literally was out here with these big blotches, splotches on my face. Like, what the freak? Look at that. Like, she was dragging that across my face. Anyways, I was wearing a lot of sunscreen so it didn't get worse. And as you can see, I'm just over at this point. Honestly, I was just trying to remain positive as much as I could. Like, if you ask my friends, I just was like, it's gonna heal, remaining optimistic. Now, in the process, I'm showing her these things and she's telling me to put Aquaphor on it for it to heal. Now, I was working at a department store at the time and they were like, Aquaphor, that is just petroleum jelly. Like, that's not going to heal that. So at this point, the chemical peel starts to peel. Mind you, I went for a chemical peel. She did microneedling. So it looks crazy. And I'm like, well, okay, she said it's going to peel. It starts getting to the white meat. That's when I was like, okay, this is looking a little scary. Like, what the freak? But still try to remain optimistic and give her the benefit of the doubt. Honestly, I just wasn't responding to her because I was trying to be pleasant about it. It's still peeling, but now it's like really, 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 really white meat and disgusting. I don't really have much to say after this point because I was just like, wow. Now this is when I was like, I have been burnt. The white meat, and what's so crazy is, I don't know, some of y'all might have seen these TikToks, but I started seeing these TikToks where people's whole face got burnt like this. And that's when it was confirmed that this little girl burnt me. And this ain't no little girl, this is a grown woman. She burnt me. And then she gaslit me into thinking that was how it was supposed to be. No, this is a burn. This is a freaking burn. And I knew she felt guilty because she kept like going on my Instagram page. I was not responding to her and liking my stuff and just like watching. So it heals to the white meat. It comes to white meat. It's not healed, obviously, but all the peeling is done. And then this is the old pictures, but moral of the story is it came back. My skin came back hyperpigmented, and that's why I am where I am now, where I am on Accutane. So, yeah, never, ever, 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 ever will I go to an esthetician again. Dermatologist only. I don't care how good they are, how long it's been working. Girl, my friend said I should have sued.
We just watched how her face went from good to bad, like progressively. And the annoying thing is, she did the two serious procedures at once. I'm not sure you're supposed to do microneedling and chemical peel at once. This was very risky.
Let me just say that it has been 3 whole months since I got Morpheus 8. My skin has not been the same since, and not in a good way. Back in February, I was glowing. I was testing a new skincare line for acne and new peel pads, and my skin was thriving. I got an offer to get Morpheus done for free. 3 treatments. I was very hesitant because I just didn't know if I was a good candidate, and my skin was looking really good. And the last time that my skin was looking really good was a couple years ago, and like I got a chemical peel and my skin was fucked for months after that. So I just like don't do well with treatments like that. Well, I decided I'll try it. It can't be that bad. Not only was it that bad pain-wise, where it literally feels traumatic, the amount of pain you're experiencing is like not normal, even with a numbing cream. The results are non-existent. I have had more acne in the last 3 months than I have in the last 2 years, maybe 4 years. My skin did not stop breaking out, and like, I'm sorry, I don't care how great your skin will look after 3 treatments. The amount of purging that my skin did and is still doing is not worth it. My skin looks glowy and nice right now because I have makeup on. But if you guys saw the amount of scarring that I have right here from all the acne that I've had over the last few months, you would be shook. I do not recommend it at all. I really deeply wish I never did it. And I don't care what anyone says because I know there's going to be comments, oh, it's the best thing ever. You should have done all 3. No, save it. Save it for the next gullible girly because it's not going to be me. And my skin was so glowy and pretty much perfect before this. So not worth it. My skin has not been the same since. Don't do it if you are like truly on the fence.
I mean, one experience is enough for me to just say no for everything. But like getting this type of treatment for free, come on now. I think we've established the fact that nothing that is offered for free ends up well. My face for free to tamper with? No, don't worry.
So I went to someone to get microneedling done, and I'm just pretty sure this is not supposed to happen. So I got it done yesterday, and like I feel like she literally like scraped my skin, and like I have scratches everywhere and like nowhere else. Like she barely touched here, she barely whatever. Thank God she didn't, because she scratched my shit. But like, look at this shit. Is this normal? I'm freaking out.
Now here's the thing, not everyone that says they can do microneedling service can actually do it. Like, don't just go to any kind of person. Now before everybody comes and say, oh, you kick against a lot of things, I'm not saying microneedling doesn't work, because for some people they swear by it. They say it's been one of the best decisions of their life.
You know, I get a lot of customers at work that say, oh my God, your skin is so nice, so glowy, so perfect and awesome. What's your regimen? Like, you're so lucky to have skin like that. I've been getting microneedled for the last 3 years, every month for the last 3 years of my life.
Girls, PRF microneedling is a must. I'm about 1 month post the treatment, and outside of my hormonal acne, I just want to zoom in a little bit to show you girls that I used to have some pretty defined smile lines because of a horrible Morpheus 8 treatment that I got that really messed up my face. Look at my texture. My pores look a lot smaller than they were. And I just like overall, my face has a different glow.
I mean, they said it's been a game changer for them. But the problem is, it's sold as a quick fix when it's not, without risk. Always research your providers. Ask about sterilization, and just know that glowing skin on social media doesn't tell the full story. Sometimes the price for beauty is more than just money. Have that at the back of your mind, guys. But yes, beautiful people, I've come to the end of the video. Let me know what y'all think about this. Have you got microneedling? What did it do to you? Do you know anybody that's got it done? And yeah, if you found this video interesting, give it a fat thumbs up. And if you are not subscribed, consider subscribing. And I'll see y'all in my next video. Bye.